So this is one of a few parts video to describe what the assignment 2 is about. In this assignment, you're going to write your own string module and a client. In the process, you're going to be learning arrays and pointers, how to use them, and how to create a stateless module and design by contract using assert statements, and also all the programming tools like GDB, GCC 217, and so on. So the first part of the assignment is to write your library header file using your own functions, which mimic the string.h functions. So let me show you how to do that. So, before we start, we should start by downloading the files. So to download the file, here's my course lab folder. I'm just going to say copy -u cost 217. Well, let me make a directory first. I think that's probably a good idea. Assignment 2. So I create a directory, then I will cd into that directory. And then I'm going to say copy u cost 217 assignment 2. Then I want to get all the files from there to my folder. So I'm going to say dot. So what this is going to do is to take all the files, that's the wildcard, from this folder in the cost 217 and place the files with the same name in my folder. So after I do that, I can do an ls to see whether I have received these files. So now I have all the files I need. The important files are teststring.c, which would be required for your part 1, and replace.c, which is required for part C. So let's further continue into what we need to do next. Looking at the assignment description, we have to create a .h file, string.h file. So this means that somewhere here it talks about the string.h, str.h, that's your own string.h file. So we got to create that. So in order to create it, you can use any editor to do that. So let's just say Emacs string.h. So that's the name of your header file library. So I'm going to create this file. And once I create the file, it's going to look like this. So this is how the file is going to look like. I'll have the string.h, and I will have the if new definition, define string.h, and then I'll have function prototypes. Now, where do I get these? Now, you can find them by looking at the comparable things in the string library. So if you do, for example, mang string copy, which is one of the standard string copy functions, and what you see is the string copy defined by the string.h library. Now, for your purpose, you have to create a similar file, which is instead of a string copy, we call that string copy. But that will have the same signature, meaning that it will take a destination and it will take a source where we are not supposed to change it, and then it'll copy what's in the source to the destination and return a pointer to the destination. So that's what you're supposed to do. So for each of those functions, you can do that. Like, for example, if you want to know how the string length should work, you type man string length. And so you have the prototype, which is what you want for get length. And similarly, you can type string cat. That shows you how the string cat look like. And then you want string concat to look the same thing. You just change your name in the file to string concat. So when you write your string.h, that's how it's going to look like. So for instance, here you can see that in my string.h, I have my file function names. So that's how the string.h should be developed. Once you do that, then what you're going to do is this is the declaration file. And you want to implement these functions in the implementation file. In this case, I'm going to call it string.a.c. So I'm going to create a file called string.a.c, which includes string.h, which is my implementation. And you may need other libraries here. And then what you need to do is to write the code to complete this using the array notation. So you want to show how to find the length using array notation, how to copy things, how to concatenate, and so on. Once you do that, you can test it like this. You're going to compile. So let's just make this bigger a little bit. Let's see. So you want to, first of all, you want to compile the, let's just do this here. First of all, you want to compile your files using GCC 217. This is what you wrote, and this is the given test file. And you compile them together and write the executable to this executable. So when you run test string, you're going to see the results from your file. So let's see what you may see. Now you may see things like this. A buggy run. A buggy run means my string.getLength passed boundary test, statement test, stress test. All of that passed, but my search failed at line 496. This is a good run. So if I fixed the string search, I would have gotten an output like this. If this is the case, you're done with string a.h. Now, how do we debug? Find what this boundary condition is. So what you can do is you can go to the actual code. You open up the test string a.c. And that's what this line is referring to. It says line 496 of that test string file. So you go to line 496 and you find out that perhaps maybe this is the line 496, and you find out that's where the problem is. So this means that when your string search is that's where the string search. So when your string search failed, it was given haystack and a needle. It was searching needle in the haystack, and this was the haystack, and this is the needle. So it's searching for the empty string in this haystack. So it would have returned something. This is your function, string search. That's called PC result 1. And this test function also uses string.h to do this. It's in PC result 2. And then it check whether PC result 1 equals PC result 2.